Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Following the video that I did the last week, a few of you were asking me about the jade pieces that were in that video. Most of the jade pieces that were showcased actually belongs to my private collection. So today I decided to showcase a few jade bangles that are available for purchase because I am so excited that I have actually piqued the interest of some of you who have expressed your interest in jade. So this is really gratifying for me. Before I start the video, I am wearing my own jade pendant and this bangle which was gifted to me by my mom decades ago when I told her that I wanted to start my own jade collection. So this jade bangle is in the traditional apple green color. Absolutely beautiful. I love the luster of it. I love the color of it. The color almost seems like almost closer to emerald green. You can always tell a good quality jade whether or not it is a nephrite or jadeite category by the luster of it. If it seems lackluster, like as if it doesn't have a polished or a gelatinous surface, that is the sign of a low quality jade. I've seen some jade pieces which is almost similar to the lavender jade pendant which I showcased, and my lavender jade pendant is very lustrous, whereas other people's jade pendants I've seen are very lackluster. You can see that it's just a flat texture. There is no luster to it. This is a very key point into looking at a very good quality jade bangle, just like if you are looking at the luster of a pearl or how brilliant the diamonds are. And I'm also wearing this pendant. I got this during the time that I was running the boutique. This is a very unique pendant because the center of it is a nephrite jade and it is in the same apple green bangle, so I usually wear them together because it's very complementary to each other. And what is so unique about this pendant is that it's actually surrounded by jadeite jade. The jadeite jade is more towards the blue jade, sprinkling of rubies and white sapphire on it, so it's absolutely gorgeous. This is one example where they combine the nephrite jade together with the jadeite jade. So this is a very modern type of a design, and you can see that the designer has put a lot of thought into it. I am starting with this one. This comes under the category of jadeite jade and it's usually called the Ice Jade simply because it looks like ice. It's very translucent and you can see the natural veins in the bangle. You can see that the color is very natural. So this is one that is a genuine piece of jade. You can see some jade bangles on the internet with some veining on it, but it's very fake looking. Those are the ones that has been injected with dye, so you have to be extremely careful. This one is in a very small size. You can get it for your younger daughter. It's never too early to start off your daughter or your sibling from a very young age to wear jade because it's part of our culture. As I mentioned in my previous video, because of the auction that was handled by Sotheby's, there has been a renewed interest in jade, and a lot of the new wave of Chinese millionaires coming out from China are investing their money in jade. It's only going to appreciate over time because, as I mentioned, jade is not available everywhere in the world. If you go to any jewelry store anywhere in the world, I can guarantee you that you will find diamonds and gold there, but jade, no. And also jade is getting more and more scarce over time. So if you invest in jade now, I guarantee you that 3 generations later, people are going to thank you because your investment would have escalated tremendously. So it's not just a beautiful piece of jewelry, but it's also a great investment value, bearing in mind that you're buying good quality jade and from jewelers who really have been buying and selling jade for decades. You can't just go to a jewelry store specializing in other Western jewelers and then they decide to sort of include jade in their collection, not knowing much about it, ticking all the boxes from the color to the luster, to the weight of it, the veining and the color. It's absolutely beautiful, soft color. So it's really, really lovely to start a child with this jade bangle. It's never too early to start them with something in their jade collection, because my mom gifted me my first jade pendant when I was around 4 to 5 years old. Now the next one that we have is this. This is what you call an apple green jade, which is, this is actually the genuine apple green color. I have no idea why jewelers call the jade that I'm wearing the apple green, because this is more, in my eyes, looking like an emerald green. But nevertheless, so this is actually what the genuine apple green jade looks like. This sort of a color is actually more favored by the Westerners, because some of them don't really like such a sharp looking color. It's also very complimentary towards someone who is very fair skinned. And you can see that this one is, there is a sort of like an ombre effect, because you have the combination of the cool looking, and then it has that ombre effect of having the apple green within it. You can see the natural color also within the jade. This is another fine example of a jade with natural color. It's absolutely gorgeous and very, very soft looking. If you see it on my wrist, you can see the absolute difference between the emerald green and the apple greens. It has a very soft feel towards it. So the next ice jade that I featured in my previous video, you can see that it's also an ice jade but a different shade. So looking at it more closely, the smaller one has got sort of a lime green color to it, and then this larger one has got more towards an apple green color to it. So this large one is absolutely gorgeous as well, translucent. This comes under the jadeite category. The veining of it is also absolutely beautiful. You can see it's very soft. Every single piece of jade is never alike. When you want to know whether a jade is genuine, there should be some veinings like this. If you see an absolutely clear jade bangle, you should stay away from it, because that may be a fake jade. And then you have this absolutely apple green, or what I would actually term as emerald green jade bangle. So this is AAA in quality Burmese jade. You can see it's almost the same color as what I have. This is much larger, and the difference between mine and this jade bangle is that mine still has sort of like an ombre effect, whereas this one, the green is almost standard all throughout, almost very, very clear. So this is where the controversy comes in between the divide between nephrite jade and jadeite jade, because some would actually call this a jadeite jade, even though I would usually term it as a nephrite jade. This is what you would call it, the standard classic apple green jade that is of the highest quality. This is almost the same sort of a quality of jade that Kathy Hilton was wearing in the form of a pair of earrings. So this is absolutely the gold standard in jade bangles. And then we come to the category of the blue jades. I have always regretted not getting the blue jade that was in my size a few years back, and I've been paying for it ever since, because I have not managed to get one which is of my size. This is more of a modern color in jade, because traditionally the elderly would stay away from the blue jade, claiming that it is very close to the black color. So this one is much more of a new shade that's available, and the modern Chinese does not really care about it, because to them they are looking at the beauty of the jade. So each one of these is very cool looking, almost reminding me of the surface of the moon. That's how blue it looks like, and it's very, very unique and special, as you can see. So this is more of a modern shade of jade that's available for purchase. If you have enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you would like to know more about jade, I've done a few other videos. I'll be linking them towards the end, so feel free to browse through them. This is Eileen signing off, and I'll see you again. Goodbye.